Metro Cebu will soon have a septage treatment plant that will be constructed at the old Cebu City Abattoir in the North Reclamation area. Cebu Governor Hilario P. Davide III made the pronouncement during the first quarter full council meeting of the Metro Cebu Development and Coordinating Board held at the Capital Social Hall last Monday, May 28. He said construction will begin right after the transfer of ownership of the area, which is currently being processed by the Cebu City government. The site is included in the land swap deal under the 93-1 agreement between the province and the Cebu City government. Davide explained that the old abattoir behind SM Mall is now under the ownership of Cebu province following its agreement in 2016 with Cebu City Mayor Tomas Osmeña. The construction will be paid through the 1 billion peso grant by Japan International Cooperation Agency. Davide added that JICA will start the construction of the facility and will be managed by the Metro Cebu Water District. Businessman Gordon Allen Joseph, a member of the MCDCB Executive Committee and chairperson of the board's research program and organizational development, said the project is timely following the recent announcement of the Environmental Management Bureau about the reported high fecal coliform levels found in most of the country's beaches. Over 800 Cebuanos benefited from 2 medical missions spearheaded by the Cebu provincial government in Cordova town and in southern Cebu's Talisay City last May 22 and 23. In Cordova town, among the services offered were dental, medical, and eye checkups, with a feeding station also set up. Cordova Vice Mayor Victor Tago III expressed gratitude to the provincial government for holding the community program in their town. Meanwhile, Talisay City residents also availed themselves of the same services, including the free Operation Tuli for some 100 young boys. The medical missions were made possible through the collaborative efforts of the Office of the Vice Governor, Provincial Health Office, Office of 6th District Provincial Board Member Tadeo Jonki Uwano, Office of 1st District Provincial Board Member Raul Bacaltos, Southwestern University Matias H. Aznar Memorial College of Medicine, and the Armed Forces of the Philippines Central Command. Provincial Board Member Glenn Bercede of the 6th District was also present during the activity in Cordova. A group of psychiatrists and psychologists will now offer free mental health consultation in Cebu province following the signing of the Memorandum of Agreement between Cebu Governor Hilario P. Davide III and the Philippine Mental Health Association, represented by Dr. Glenda Basubas. The agreement, signed at the Capital Social Hall last Tuesday, sets for the community mental health services in 28 local government units in southern Cebu. The Provincial Health Office focal person for mental health, Deborah Cortez, said that under the agreement, PMHA will assign a psychiatrist, a psychologist, and a social worker to the LGUs for regular consultation and checkup of patients in their rural health clinic. The capital will shoulder the professional fees of the doctors and the medicine. Cortez added southern towns in Cebu were initially chosen as pilot areas, but will eventually bring the services to towns in the north. Argao Town Mayor Stanley Caminero said their municipal government will provide the venue and transportation for the doctors. Among the mayors who attended the MOA signing include Sibunga Mayor Caroline Bacaltos, Moalboal Mayor Inocentes Cabaron, Alcantara Mayor Beatriz Cabornay, and City of Naga Mayor Christine Chong. Other LGUs were represented by their municipal health officers.
General Services officers in Cebu, Siquijor, Negros Oriental, and Bohol gathered at the Capital Social Hall for the 3-day first regional convention of the Philippine Association of General Services Officers Incorporated, PAGSO, Central Visayas. With a theme, A Show of Force of Solidarity, the convention kicked off Wednesday, May 30 and will last until Friday, June 1. Cebu Governor Hilario P. Davide III said General Service Officer plays a vital role in ensuring the fast and efficient delivery of programs and services to the public, especially in terms of procurement, disposition, maintenance, and utilization of property and resources of the local government unit. It is also among the important responsibilities of GSOs to ensure that the public financial resources that are limited are best spent according to the needs of the constituents and the priorities of the local government units, Davide said. Davide added that it is the GS officer's role to carefully examine purchases to achieve economic, efficient, and effective procurement in the acquisition of necessary goods and services for the LGUs. Cebu Provincial GSO Chief John Sigfred Sepe said the event is an ideal platform to develop linkages and share best practices among general services offices in the region. Sepe, who is also the regional president of PAGSO 7, said the activity aims to help general services officer in its day-to-day function, especially on the disposition of real and personal property.
Challenge is kaning procurement, kaning how to procure consistent to the law. Yeah, kini pong how to minimize COA observation memo nga kana mga sayop kita mga sipyat nga angay natin correct. So that's why these lectures, these technical sessions, atong objective is to help them minimize all these problems.
During the second day, a lecturer from the Government Procurement Policy Board, or GPPB, gave a lecture on efficient procurement in line with RA 9184. GPPB is an independent interagency body that is mandated to prepare a generic procurement manual and standard bidding forms for procurement, including the proper implementation by the entities included in the Act.
Close to 200 youth participated in the 3rd Provincial Summer Youth Camp on May 30 to June 1, held at the Alta Garden Resort in Cordova town. The 3-day camp aims to boost awareness campaigns against teenage pregnancy and human immunodeficiency virus, or HIV.
You lead by example, and not all are given this opportunity. So, you share that when you go home.
In 2016, Central Visayas ranked 7th in the most number of teenage pregnancy cases in the country, while the Regional Office of the Department of Health recorded 98 new cases of HIV infections from January to April this year. This year's event banners the theme, Ako Mahimo, a campaign against teenage pregnancy and HIV and AIDS. Cebu Provincial Youth Commission Chairperson Charlton James Canoy expressed hopes for the participants to mobilize their fellow youth in this endeavor. The camp is spearheaded by the Cebu Provincial Government through the Provincial Social Welfare and Development Office, or PSWDO, in collaboration with the Commission on Population, or POPCOM. Also present during the opening ceremony were PSWDO head Marivic Garces and POPCOM 7 Director Lawyer Bruce Ragas.
About 225 former out-of-school youth, OSY, completed the Technical Vocational Training Program of the Cebu Provincial Government, spearheaded by the Provincial Social Welfare and Development Office, PSWDO, during a commencement rites Wednesday, May 30. In coordination with the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority, or TESDA, and Public Employment Service Office, PESO, Cebu Province, the students received their NC2 certificate following a month of training. Education and Technical Vocational Education ranked 3rd in Governor Hilario P. Davide's 6-key agenda. The capital this year allotted 8 million pesos for the implementation of Technical Vocational Education and Training TVET for OSYs in the province. PSWDO Assistant Department Head Evelyn Dickett said the youngsters accomplished the training on housekeeping, domestic refrigeration and air conditioning, welding, motorcycle servicing, and automotive servicing. She added that most of them came from the towns of San Fernando, Mualboal, Borbon, Dumanhog, Ronda, Tuburan, Asturias, Pinamungahan, and Toledo City. The graduates will then be endorsed to PESO for their job application, Dickett said. TESDA representative Jose Marmol, in a speech, said the event is born out of the joint efforts of TESDA, Cebu Provincial Government, Technical Vocational Education Training Sector, and the local government units. Mandaue City routed Carcar City in 25-17, 25-20, 25-18 in Game 2 to claim the overall crown of the first Governor's Cup Inter-Cities Municipalities Volleyball Tournament Wednesday night, May 30 at the Mandaue City Cultural and Sports Complex. With a title-clinching victory, the North Division champion pocketed the 300,000 pesos cash prize, while Carcar went home with 200,000 pesos. Mandaue claimed Game 1 last Monday, crushing the South Division champion in 25-22, 25-18, and 25-17. Cebu Governor Hilario P. Davide III and his wife Jobel Angan Davide handed over the trophy, medals, and a whopping top purse together with the officials of the Mandaue City led by Vice Mayor Carlo Fortuna. Also present during the awarding were Provincial Board Member Glenn Bersede and City Councilor Kevin Cabajo. Mandaue team captain Sheila May Kisio, who bagged the Most Valuable Player award, said the victory was a product of team effort and hard work. In the battle for third place, Catmon crushed Argao in 28-26, 25-16, and 25-12 in a winner-take-all match for the 100,000 pesos cash prize. Argao took home 50,000 pesos for finishing fourth. With the success of the tournament, Ramil Abing, Executive Director of the Cebu Provincial Sports Commission, assured that the league will be back next year.